I think this race is just so much more laid back, you know, and it's obviously a pit bike race. Everyone loves their pit bikes, and kind of what's going on with everyone's insurance and stuff, you know, pit bikes aren't allowed really anywhere anymore. And so to have a track and stuff and have Washougal allow us to come out and do a pit bike race, I think that's just really cool. You know, Washougal is a staple in motocross in America, you know, not even just the state. So for them to have a huge pit bike race, especially up in the woods, which is just so unique, you know, you don't see that. You know, when you go to, someone's like, oh, I got a pit bike race. Yeah, we're doing this pit bike race. You go to a track and it's 45 to a minutes long. You know, it's just a short little switchback, get your little doubles and stuff. But dude, we're on a 4.5 mile long course. I mean, they're going to be running, especially today with it being a little wet, that's going to be 20 to 25 minute lap times depending on the speed.
Sorry, here, I can do it.
So I grew up just right over the hill. So I've been coming to Washougal ever since I was a little kid. Like I said, I literally live, I mean, it's 7 minutes away. We have a trail that comes down here, and I mean, every single winter we're down here on pit bikes ripping through those trails. And I mean, I spent countless hours here. I mean, I know every trail and rock and everything like the back of my hand. I can tell you where one stump is, or if a tree's falling, I know exactly where it is. Like, I have this place down, and I just love it here. It's a beautiful place, beautiful facility, great people. I mean, what's not to love about Washougal MX Park? The one thing I will say with last year, for those that were here, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The course was pretty gnarly. It was pretty dry. You know, we had a pretty dry summer last year, and we made a lot of new single track, and it just got chewed up, and that was just kind of a learner perspective. You know, maybe I underestimated how chewed up stuff would get, even with it being pit bikes. So this year, the layout will be a lot more tame. The base layout will be a lot more tame. I'm sure it'll still get chewed up, but you won't have some of the gnarly sections like we did last year. Like I said, everything's going smooth, and I think this year is going to be just so much better than last year. And last year was amazing, but we're going to top it this year for sure. So this is my first impression of them. I just got here. They're beautiful. There's a couple of these bikes that are absolutely stunning. They put in the work this year. So last year we had a pretty good turnout, and there's a couple clean bikes, but this is, I mean, we've doubled it so far, and these things are gorgeous. I mean, some of these bikes looking around are absolutely beautiful, so stoked to have them come out. I'm already ready for the rodeo though. Let's see how that throws down.
They need some dirt bandits to clean them up. Compete with some of these shinier ones.
The show and shine's just getting better every year. It's been pretty cool. It's like last year, or like this year, we had double the amount of bikes as last year. So I mean, we're just slowly building pretty much, and the bikes that came out were rad, dude. Like those were sick. Those were sick bikes. So it's cool. I feel bad for them, kind of riding them. Like today, I feel a little bad for them. No, I mean they were sick. I was stoked for them when they came out for the show and shine. All the vendors and sponsors and stuff pitched in for that. You know, Dirt Bandit right here, they pitched in. They were one of our judges. Fusion Graphics, Motorsport.com, Legacy was one of the judges, and so that was awesome. You know, getting more recognition and more just prizes for the winner. Lee At was one of our judges too, and so it's pretty sick. Like I was stoked with everyone that came out.
Oh, it's been great.
Yeah?
It's been great hanging out here at the beautiful Washougal MX Park, Pit in the Woods 2025. Wheelie comp, the Enduro's definitely going to take some people out. Oh yeah, last year was a great time, crushed it. This year, from what I hear, the course is even better. So I'm just looking forward to it. Gonna mix it up. We're rolling the number 800 on the race bike. So Mike Alessi, if anyone gets T-bone, don't point at me, man.
Dude, the pit bike rodeo, I was stoked. I couldn't have been more happy and thrilled with how it worked out. So last year was awesome too. We just did the wheelie comp and a slow race. That's all we did. And we wanted to build off that last year, and we were just kind of brainstorming. We thought of the pit bike rodeo idea. Yeah, dude, it was just so cool. The fans, the crowd loved it. I was stoked to just see a crowd. You know, both sides of the start was fully lined with people, and it was so sick. And then yeah, we had like the wheelie comp, which we got some carnage in. I mean, Ryder Fisher ended up taking the win. So our defending champ was not able to hold it down. He actually didn't even make it to the final round. So Curtis got eliminated, but he obviously still put on a show. But then, so yeah, stoked on Fisher to get the win. I mean, that was just an impressive showing. He did a heel clicker you can insert that right now, friggin' heel clicker on a wheelie. I don't even know how he does that. And then, yeah, we went to an enduro cross, like time trial thing, and that was, oh man, that was fun. That was carnage. We had one log we forgot to roll or stake down, so it was rolling, and people were flying over the berm, and man, that was just a good time. That was, oh, I thought it was sick, dude. I thought it was rad. It was super safe and just fun. Ashton Odman put on probably one of the most impressive performances I've ever seen in the slow race, dude. I mean, we went, it was probably like what, 7-8 minutes? I recommend 7 or 8 minutes up a hill, and he probably made it 30 feet. Like, how do you do that? How does that even happen? I don't even understand how that works, but he did it. It was unbelievably impressive. He won by an absolute long shot. And then, but the event we did before that was by far the highlight, in my opinion, and that was the tandem barrel racing. I don't even know where we thought of that idea. We were just like trying to think of stuff that's at rodeos, and we're like, oh, well, we could do the time trial or like do that. And I'm like, well, it's going to take a long time. So and they're like, well, why don't we do 2 of them? It's a tandem. And I'm like, okay. So it was random draw. It was luck of the draw. So we only allowed 20 people that did it. So you got selected with a random person who you were with. And oh man, people were putting in maximum effort. I mean, you had to go down, swap the flags out and bring it back. And then they actually had to switch positions on the bike and then go down and do it again. And I mean, you had people falling off the back, sprinting back to grab the flag, forgetting the flag, running to grab it, come back, hopping on the bike. The switch-offs were great. There was dudes flying off the back. It was amazing. That was such an entertaining just event. I was so stoked with how it came out. Yeah, so they're pretty similar. Last year we had quite a bit of like turn-offs and switches and stuff for the master course. The master course is obviously a little more difficult. This year they're relatively close, the amateur and master course. Obviously the time, so the amateurs are an hour long, the masters are an hour and a half long. 2 sections that we cut out for the amateurs that they don't run. It's just they kind of take a roundabout way, and then the masters, they do run these kind of gnarlier sections. One's kind of a tight single track that goes up a hill, and then one is a pretty gnarly uphill. I think first lap, everyone will grease it pretty good because it's all fresh stuff that we made. I mean, we carved out new stuff, and we kind of saw an opening. We're like, we're gonna open that up. Like that's gonna be a hill right there. So then the masters are running that, so we're not letting the amateurs up it, and that'll be good. I'm really excited. I have a couple pictures on my phone of the before and after. I'll make sure to post, but it's gonna be gnarly. So that's just kind of one of the things we're switching up. So if you're not as comfortable on a pit bike, I'd recommend the amateur course, but the master course is a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun. Everyone's just having a good time out there. I think that's all everyone's here for. So.
It's kinda like I'm caught in a bad dream. feel, I love the way it feel, and you make me feel safe. It's kinda like I'm caught in the middle of a bad dream. I know you feel it, why am I not so really, what's that mean? Taking anything is a measure of its tracking. Close my eyes, don't tell me what's happening. I wanna know, I wanna be that. Till we go back, make me feel safe.
Nolan, what's up?
How'd the day go?
Amazing. We're about moments away from starting our award ceremony and the raffle and stuff, and it was good. It was killer. A lot of people had a lot of fun. Track was sick, so I heard. I'm so excited to go out and ride it later. It's gonna be so sick to see what it looks like now. I've only seen it before, obviously, from setting it up, so I'm super pumped to see that. Yeah, it was amazing. Everyone had an awesome time. The turnout was great. Weather was amazing. I mean, couldn't have asked for better weather. So I'm stoked. I'm stoked on how the day went. I mean, me and Cody are slowly starting to dread the time when we got to come tear all this banner down. So that'll be a fun part.